then they kind of back you up. When you're talking in that boardroom, I think the very first time I was attending our boardroom, I used to look at her. I never used to look at any man. I used to look at her in her face so that I can be able to get that confidence. But now, with the time, I even forget she's there because I've already gotten that confidence. So I think even mentorship kind of also plays a big role.
That, oh, she's here to serve us dinner. I'm like, no, I'm actually here for the meeting. So don't put yourself down. And also, when you have an idea, just say it. I've worked with men where they would come and tell you, Ruth, that's the most stupid idea I've ever had, to your face. Then don't shy away. So my next question will be, how so? Explain to me. Let's hear your idea, and then we'll go with the better idea. So don't allow yourself to be put down by men just because they are louder.
Sometimes you find yourself, the way you have different departments, you find maybe one is in the more technical field, another one maybe is in the arts kind of field, one is in comms. Then you find within also a company, people also stereotype some of those departments and make it look like this department is more serious than this department. So you find yourselves in rooms, and as you're talking, you feel like maybe the one who is in the more technical space feels like they are more superior than you. So I feel like in the same way you're saying, you should still feel confident in that setup because you're there, yes, you're the communications lead, but you're still a leader in your space and you have as much to say that has impact even to the other departments.
So just to answer my sister, I saw something going around on the platforms. Then men were asked 2 questions. Would you rather leave your child with a fellow man or with a bear? All men, like the 20-something of them said they'd rather leave the child with the bear. Again, they were asked, would you rather be in the world, men only, or would you rather stay in the world with men only? They said no. And I thought, as women, we are comfortable. In fact, if the men were to go away for 2 months and we are left, the country is left, we are left by ourselves, we'd be happy, right? Or am I lying? So then, why then do you want to be a man who does not like himself? Why then do you want to be like the man who cannot survive on his own without you? Be you.
Think to your confidence, to how you present yourself. And then also about when you talked about the technical department and maybe something that is not more technical or looks like it's not more technical. I think it's about being best at what you do, and also it gives you confidence to be able to present yourself. So it's not about the type of department you are. Are you good at what you're doing? So you're able to be there and do what you need to do and present yourself well. Yeah.
Looks in meetings, and that's the perception that men do have. And that's why you even find managing directors who are men, they would actually organize females strategically. The best looking females to be in the business development desk and reception, right? And then the other ones, they can handle other things. And then the men, the technical department, is because also sometimes we also shoot ourselves on the foot. We are not fully equipped for these roles. If it's interior, maybe design, because I'm an interior designer, do you know the technical know-how? When people are talking about the lingo of the works, are you able to present your points to the level of it's required? So men usually are detailed. For ladies, sometimes we are just there fixing our makeup, which is very good, and fixing your lipstick every time. It is okay and it is good. But also make sure you educate yourself. Any opportunity you find, there are short courses, there are things that you can do. Always strive to know more, especially the things that you're working or dealing with. Understand the things, the same, say, if it's sales, talk about the analytics, talk about the projections, give us the numbers, return on investments, those kind of languages. And when you are able to present yourself in that manner, you'll actually gain the respect that you deserve in that space. and you can be beautiful as you are. But if you are just beautiful, you'll be given the business development part, relationship management, as they do the hard stuff, right?
Yeah. But I just want to add on the imposter syndrome, resistance, and that conversation. So as a person, as a human, myself, I've gone through it all. I mean, I think I started working in projects when I was about 24. So I was very tiny. So I'm currently 45. So you can imagine how I looked then. I was very, very, very tiny. And I remember the first project I ever did was when Alico was converting into CFC Life. So and the project team was very solid, and and I was the only girl in the meetings, site meetings. One of those meetings, the project manager actually picked up the phone and called our CEO and asked why he sent a child. Oh. and our CEO was a South African guy, and what he said, just let the child speak and then you shut up. Yeah, and the phone was on speaker, so it was really interesting. I stuck on to the project until it went to its end, from the beginning to its end. But the thing is, like she's talking about, do you know your stuff? So the guy who sent me knew that I knew my stuff, and he couldn't have sent better. So and that's basically what it's about. So as much as there's so much more that you can do, is it the traditional role of looking like a woman or being a woman? When I'm at work, I am none of those. Yeah, I don't know. I teach spirituality classes. I call myself I am. When I am in my I am neither female nor male nor African nor I am just I. And when you get yourself to the down to the I, it really helps, because the I is already worthy. You don't have to be validated to be worthy. You don't have to be respected by somebody to be worthy. You don't have to have degrees to be worthy. Just being the I at the bottom line, at the bottom of it, you're already worthy as you are. So having content and being able to apply the content in the context that you're in is a little more important than so many other things, so many other labels. I know one of the ways I've dealt with entering rooms and being looked at as small, or entering rooms and being the only woman, is going down to I. Yeah, so I. So you need to find that person called I. That one, yeah. So until you can get there, you will most likely start considering all those other things. How are people thinking about me? What do I look like? How are they? I mean, those most of those things are irrelevant, because when you go to work, you're not a woman. You're just one of the people who is supposed to perform a certain role. You're there to serve. It's about the service that you give. So when you go to work, you're going to give a service. So give that service with the whole of your heart. Give that service. Learn everything that it takes to give that service. Sorry, when I start speaking, I don't stop. So yeah, almost. I tend to get there. So maybe the other angle I would want to drive this conversation is, what do you think as women we should do? I think I started this conversation with the statistics that were very grim. It looks like even more of us are doing courses that are related to the built environment, but in the actual practice, only about 20% of us are in leadership. Only about 20% of us are actually driving careers through. Maybe we are entering them in our 20s, but we are dropping in between there.